Grand day to you. It's been a minute since I've been able to walk out in the park with you. I still come out here every single day that I can if it's not raining bad weather, to get my time to woosah. Anyway, this is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things, and I hope and I pray that you are blessed. Don't pay me no mind, honey. I'm getting it in. I am getting it in. Today, as I'm walking through in my place of haven, this is my haven right here. I'm telling you, this is where my world just starts to unwind and come together again. I can reset here. I can gather my thoughts. I can find my way. I can breathe. Oh. Feel so one with everything that's around me. And as I was walking this morning, I had no intentions of doing, a recording. But as I was walking back, I thought of something that I want to touch on, hopefully for a short period of time. And that's talking about forgiveness. Sometimes people say, well, you don't know my pain, you don't know my story, you don't know how deep I was wounded, how many times I was injured, how it has affected my life, how it has destroyed sometimes our focus in life. And those that may have caused themselves to come into our paths and inflict pain, hurt, horrifying experiences, traumatizing things that have happened to us. And that pain is real. And what you feel is valid. But, let me tell you about unforgiveness, what it does. Unforgiveness does not destroy the other person. It tears us apart piece by piece. It messes with our psychic. It messes with our self-esteem. It messes with our ability to move forward. It causes us to freeze at certain moments in our life, cry certain times in our life. When we reflect on it, it bruises us all over again. We can feel that very day, second, moment person who have kind of scarred our day, our moment. But honey, I'm here to tell you today, if you can release them with the kindness of forgiveness, if you can release them, you be free. It's not about freeing them, it's about freeing you so that you're able to do all the things that you want to do with your life. You think you hold a key when you hold somebody in unforgiveness. No, actually, you are the one who's imprisoned. You're the one who's still suffering. You're the one who's allowing them to hold you in captivity because of what that experience was, what that day happened, and so forth and so on. I want you to understand that you are far bigger than that. Letting go is for you. Releasing them, that's for you. It gets your power back. It gets your smile back. It gets your day back. It gets your life back. It gets your moment back. It gets your future back. It gets your hope back. It gets your heart back. It gets your mind back, Everything comes back when you can release them and let them go. Greater things are ahead of us when we can let go of those things which we're behind. Too many people say that you don't know what they did. You don't know how it impacted my life. You can't feel what I felt. And you're right to a certain degree. I don't. But I can tell you I understand. I can understand what pain does. I can understand when you've been disappointed by someone you love or something that you took great pride in. It is difficult, but it's not impossible to let it go. Oh my goodness. So many broken pieces in our life. Somebody chipped away this and they chipped away that. But I don't give them the satisfaction of thinking they own my world. And they own my life. And they own my future. And they own my next destiny because of something they did that was totally off. It was wrong. It was degrading. It was painful. It was hurtful. You know, it was traumatizing. Whatever the word you want to say. Yet and still, when I look back at it and realize I have to let them go so I can be free. It's like a kite. It wants to fly high. But what's on the end of that kite that's holding it? Is it holding it so that it can be released? Is it holding us back, whatever's tied to us? It can keep us from flying, from soaring, from becoming great, going places we never thought we would go. Sometimes you need to look at the end of that string and see what you're attached to. What has you captive? What is holding you back from going to where you're really supposed to be? To doing what you're really supposed to do. From having exactly what you're supposed to have in life. Sometimes you've got to take those scissors and sever that tie. Release them so you can be free. You want to be that kite, that butterfly, that eagle, whatever what you want to say it is, that you can be able to soar, honey, fly high, and let nothing be attached to you that's going to keep you bound. Release them so you can be free. Forgive them. You ain't got to like what they did. You ain't got to still like them. But you release them with a spirit of forgiveness so you can move forward. So you can go on. So you can see what's good for you. Because I'm telling you, I got some stories for you, honey. I got some stories for you that you would not believe. That should have destroyed me. But you know what? I took those stones that was thrown at me and used to build my castle. And tell you what I do. I go out and I help mend broken hearts. I go out and help heal those who feel as though they can't get put back together. I go out, and tell somebody how wonderful it is to be free. Now, they don't know my story. They have no idea where I've been. But I can only be able to have compassion sometimes when I have experienced some of the pain. So sometimes you have to look at all those things and say, how am I going to come out? Because guess what? You coming out is for you. It's for you. Climb your mountains, baby. Show them what you're made out of. I've talked to some great people who had some terrible stories, but I look at them, you don't look like what you've been through. I love that. Look, you don't look like what you've been through. I like that song. No matter where you are in life, take that stand today and become awesome and great, because you can let some people go who try to stop you from being great, who try to stop you from being on top, who try to tell you that you would never be anything. You change this world by being great, by being awesome, by standing up, no matter what. Forgive, let go. Let go. Not for them, but for you. Let go so you can be able to say, I did it. I made it. Here I am. I probably could never have written the books I have written if it wasn't for the pain. I probably never been able to sing the songs I've sung if it wasn't for the pain. The places that I have been introduced to, you know, the many voices I got a chance to hear and speak into. All the invites I have gotten, the places that I was introduced to go into to speak life into people, you know, to lay hands on those ones that did not think they would ever be able to go from this to this and touch their hand and say, come on, you got this. And watch them live and watch them become powerful and watch them get happy and watch them, flourish. That is because I never gave up. And because I didn't give up, this is where I stand. And you can stand even further. Don't let nobody take what belongs to you. Let them go. Forgive them and let them go. Sometimes people think forgiving means forgetting. You don't forget. But when you remember it, it doesn't hurt you no more. When you remember it, it doesn't cause you no more pain. Someone asked me about some things that had traumatized my life that says, how often does it bother you? I said, it doesn't. Do you ever think about it? I said, only if I have to tell my story to help somebody else. But are you asking me if I dwell on it? Absolutely not. I don't give them that kind of power. I don't let them think they're that strong in my life that they will be able to have that kind of effect on me. So no. No, I will not allow what has happened to me in my past cause me to miss what's getting ready to happen to me in my future. You be blessed, be awesome, let your light so ever shine. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. Forgive, let go, and let your light just beam. Blessings.